Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here in Oslo at the North Shipping 2019, and we're very pleased to be joined by Mark Rasmussen of Intelsat. Mark, first and foremost, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be with you, Greg. Thank you.
Okay, so Mark, what exactly is your area of responsibility with Intelsat?
Yeah, I'm the Vice President and General Manager for Mobility segment at Intelsat.
Okay.
And that includes, obviously, Maritime, as well as Aero and Land Mobile segments.
Okay. So I know in Q1 of 2018 you launched your Flex Maritime plan.
Right.
Can you give us an overview of that and where we're at today with it?
I would love to, thanks. So we did launch it in Q1 of 18. Flex Maritime is a global high throughput communications network for maritime. It provides a VSAT service that is very high speed because of our high throughput satellites, that is completely global in coverage. And what's exciting about it are a couple of things. Number one, we are bringing layers and layers of throughput and capacity to this network to give vessels and vessel owners a very high throughput, fast internet experience, connectivity experience. And number two, the way we're bringing it to market is through solution partners, as we call them, our distribution partners. And it's engineered and designed in such a way that they can build their own custom bespoke services, airtime plans on our network. And they take those to market to specifically address the markets that they're targeting in maritime.
Okay. Now, is there one of your partners that you can share how they've been using it?
Well, I'll give you a great example, KVH. They've been a partner, a launch partner since day one with us. They're bringing literally hundreds of vessels, new vessels on the network every quarter. And I think they're up well over 2,000 already and climbing. But what they're doing is bringing service plans that includes a very high speed pipe to the vessel that is metered, and at the same time a lower speed but unmetered plan that is unlimited, right? So for crew and whatnot, so that they have unlimited use of the internet. But for the corporate applications that need to run, they get very high speed. So they're able to segment their services that way on our network and provide tailored services for the different types of applications and the different types of users that are on board the vessel.
Okay. Well, Mark, I've been covering this for about 27 years, so I've seen the evolution of your business with an upfront and close personal seat. Traditionally, ship owners are tagged as being conservative. They traditionally have not integrated new technologies immediately or rapidly in some cases. In the case of communications, when you're talking to ship owners today, is the tide starting to turn?
Yeah, I think ship owners are saying a couple of things. Number one, they're looking for world-class support, just not even that, but good support. They want a very responsive relationship with their service provider to be agile and respond to their changing needs and to the issues they may be having with their applications or what have you. So this is something that I think we're able to deliver with our network of solution providers, because they're very agile companies, very focused on maritime. They are very close to their customers, extremely close, and they have the infrastructure and relationships set up to be very responsive. And of course, we're behind them, making changes and upgrades and enhancements to the network as needed to make sure that they can provide excellent level of support. The other thing ship owners and operators are telling us is we just need more throughput. We have more applications now. We're monitoring devices and equipment on board. We're bringing more enterprise kinds of applications on board the ship, and the need for the pipe and the throughput is just ever increasing. So that's what we're able to deliver with our VSAT services, which is high throughput. We're bringing enormous amounts of throughput, and it's not just single layer throughput or coverage over the earth. We have multiple layers of throughput any place on the earth, so that we have resiliency, redundancy, and most importantly, a consistent, good user experience. It's the same wherever you go. whether you're in Singapore where there's 300 vessels all around you, or you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean where you're more or less all alone. You get a consistent level of service.
Okay. Just one more question, and I know you're a busy guy. Obviously, the maritime market's very cyclical. Where do you see opportunities today?
I think IoT is a big one. And another good example, and I'll use KVH again because they really are innovating in this area. They just announced this week KVH Watch, which is an IoT service. And unlike many IoT services that you hear of, a lot of providers bring these services to the ship owners or to the ship operators. And the ship operators kind of scratch their head and say, I'm not sure what to do with this. This sounds good, but I don't want it running over my network and potentially bringing to risk my applications. What KVH is doing is they're taking this service to the manufacturers of the equipment that are on board the vessel, right? The engine manufacturers, the cooling manufacturers, the generators, and everything else, and providing them a service which runs on a separate network. They're installing a separate antenna on the vessel just for this application, and then they're bringing all that data about ship operations back to their portal and making that available to the manufacturers that are paying for this service. I think it's the right approach, and I think we're going to see this take off, and we're real pleased that it's running over our Flex network.
Okay. Excellent, Mark. Again, I thank you for your time. It's a busy show.
Good
Thanks
to be
for
with you,
joining
David.
us.
Thank you.
All right. This is Craig Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.